Hello, beautiful star seeds and earth beings. Welcome in. My name is Ashley, and I'm the owner here at Raven and Rose Apothecary in Berlin, Wisconsin. We are an astrological apothecary with a metaphysical twist. And that's kind of why I'm coming here today, a little bit of an astrological adventure while everybody is losing their minds over this really cool upcoming solar eclipse on the 8th of April, and it is going to be super cool. The path of totality is actually going across my hometown, K-Town, Texas. Shout out to everybody that's there. It's going to be crazy. Schools are getting canceled and all that good stuff, but I feel like everybody's overlooking the really, really awesome Penumbral, is that how we say it? Penumbral full moon lunar eclipse that's happening in just a couple of days. As always, I like to check out my own chart and say, how is this energy affecting me personally, which is something you can do as well. You're going to look at your chart and see what house Libra is in. So Libra for me is falling in my 9th house. My 9th house contains my Pluto, contains my part of fortune, and the 9th house also contains my Black Moon Lilith, which is going to be conjunct this eclipse exact. So what do you have at 5 degrees of Libra? Whether you have Black Moon Lilith there or not, which you don't unless you graduated high school with me. So hello, Siobhan, Lana, Amanda, all of you K-Town posse. This is the gang, the girl gang. All of you ladies out there, all of you people, Andy, you guys that graduated, well, you're a couple years younger than me, so any of you guys, people that graduated my age group in the couple of months around when I was born would have Black Moon Lilith at the same place, but it wouldn't be in the same house necessarily because the house system changes every 2 hours for how you were born. I digress. Let's go backward a little bit. It's conjunct Black Moon Lilith for me, but what does that mean for you? What does that mean for everyone? So I dove in, I went into the deep end and I looked, and we're coming across a star that honestly, I'm not going to pretend like I completely understand how to pronounce it. It's Zaniah, Zanai, Zane, Zania, something like that. Okay, I'm going to read you the definition of this star right now. It says, Zania is the star on the left shoulder of the constellation of Virgo. Okay, in China, this star is known as the left-handed maintainer of the law. That's right. Sounds pretty serious, right? But there's more where it got interesting here because I'm like, well, I want to know about any stars that are conjunct the eclipse so I can talk to you guys about how it's affecting you, because I see that I can personally work with Black Moon Lilith, right? But what's up for everybody else that I can give a general update to the public. And here's where it got interesting is that back in the old days, is it polygamy? Don't ask me. Gosh, y'all got me. I don't know how to say words. Let's say his name. The old famous guy. The old famous guy here. I've got it written down so I can read it to us. Ptolemy. Him. He said that star represented adulterous actions and harlots, and he linked that star directly to Lilith, right? Lilith, and not only Lilith, but Asheroth. And both of those, I mean, let's dive in. What are they? When we talk about Lilith in a birth chart, what are we talking about? We're talking about the divine feminine that has been repressed due to the fact that the patriarchal poison has been shoved down our throats to the point that we've been led down the path of destruction. There is no, I mean, we have entire communities and generations now in a row of women who believe that their only reason for existing is to be the helpmeet, partner, person, lesser than of a man. And that to me is an entire disconnection of the true meaning of woman and what we're meant to do and how we're meant to stand in our power and how we truly are meant to be equal. And when we look at what equality means, Lilith and Asherah both were the bridegroom of God, or Christ, or however you want to say that. They were the bride of God. And they were taken, their crown, everything about them was taken away. It was hidden. It was occulted. It was demonized. We were told it was wrong. I mean, everything about it was taken away from us. Our entire history was exactly that, his story. Okay? So, this star represents that energy in the constellation Virgo, in the left shoulder of the Virgin. Okay? And in this figure is one in the stars. It has wings. This Virgonian Virgin, this virgin figure, this woman in the sky with the wings, her left shoulder, that's where we're talking about. So like I'm saying, I'm calling forth that left arm of the law, or whatever they called it in China. I'm calling that forward and asking, as it sits here in Libra, to use the scales to bring this thing back to balance. I'm not asking for women to be in charge. I'm not asking for this whole, I'm asking for balance. I'm asking for balance. And that comes by looking within all of us, because no matter if you're a man or a woman, or if you don't identify as any of that, it doesn't matter, because inside of us, inside of our human bodies, our energy bodies are made up, right, of the same stuff. We're made up of chakras and auras and meridians. We're made of energy, okay? We're made of DNA. So, how can we work with this? How can we work with this energy? We can ask our own selves to transmute all of the guilt and shame around our rage. We can go ahead and alchemize our rage into our power. Okay, and let's look for a moment at what our rage really represents. What does rage represent? And bigger than us, when I'm not just as above, so below. So when I'm not just talking about the rage that I experience as a human being, or the anger that I have as a human being over my personal circumstances, or my personal situation, but I'm angry at the world for the situation of, I don't know, not caring for the children of the earth in a way that shows respect. And that's not just right now with, any kind of shenanigans and evil shit that's going on now, but our history is soaked in blood. And a lot of that is the blood of children. So, calling into balance, okay? And to call into balance and to bring the patriarchal power down, and to let the wisdom of the woman rise, there's gonna be friction, there's gonna be tension, and you have to be able to feel where that's coming in. Where is that creeping inside? It's a trigger. It's a trigger that's pointing you in the direction of where you might be able to examine power in this situation. All right, and the balance in the situation and inside of ourselves. So if every single one of us is made up of both a feminine energy and a masculine energy, and these energies together to create this, okay? We are both feminine and masculine, needing to bring ourselves into balance. That's the key. So wherever we're feeling anger, and wherever we're feeling rage, whether it's both inside of ourselves and at the earth, I want to point us towards what this anger and rage might really represent. And it was a long time ago that my favorite therapist that I ever saw, Miss Laurel told me that my anger was my sadness. And she said to me that it was much easier to be angry than it was to be sad, because it hurt to be sad. And that hit me. And, you know, I don't choose the easy way out. I don't choose easy. I'm always taking the hard road. And so if the easy thing to do is be angry, I got to reel that in, and I've got to control that. Now, that was a long time ago, and still every day I've got my moon conjunct Mars, by the way. So I do deal with anger. I deal with anger on a daily basis. But the problem comes in when I allow that anger to take control rather than being in control of my emotions. So right now, though, Black Moon Lilith is telling me I have to get my hands dirty. I have to get my cheeks wet, because we have to feel what's coming up. And what's coming up is so painful. The divine feminine repressed rage and sadness, coupled with our own divine feminine rage and sadness. And at the same time that all of this is going on, what's happening with the sun is there's this beautiful recalibration of the blue ray that's going on. So when we couple the healing on both sides of this interaction, we're healing ourselves from top to bottom, from inside out. So you're in control. You are here to heal yourself, to heal your line. It all stops here. So Merry Moon, Merry Full Moon. How are you celebrating this? Let me know. Talk to me. I'll see you soon.